let's start with the good news. Bad news? I mean, it depends who you ask. So as you know, in a video that we did earlier, we reported on Candiace Dillard posting this very cryptic tweet. She posted this very cryptic tweet, but now our friends over at Entertainment Tonight, specifically Bryce Sander, who you know is sort of, okay, let's be real. I'm not going to even sugarcoat it with you guys. Shout out to Bryce. Bryce gets all the Housewives tea. He gets all the Housewives interviews because he works for Entertainment Tonight. But we also understand Entertainment Tonight, Bravo, NBC. Yeah, okay. So according to Bryce, he's saying that it's not what we think. It's maybe Candiace just trying to get attention. I'm adding that little part. This is what he said specifically, though, in a tweet. Ooh, this is all over my head. See, when you plan something and then you change up the plan. So as you can see, Candiace's cryptic tweet from earlier today said simply, well, almost 24 hours ago, said simply, well, when one door closes, another one will open. And I said to you, it doesn't necessarily mean that it has anything to do with RHOP, but it would make sense because, as you know, they're about to start filming. But there are other things going on in Candiace's life besides RHOP, right? Don't be shady. We're trying to be nice. We'll be shady when the new season starts. But there were rumors that Candiace had been fired. And I told you, I didn't believe those rumors. I really don't believe those rumors. Well, according to Bryce, as you can see in his tweet, he retweets her tweet and says, my sources, hey, Andy. Bryce, tell Andy we said hello. My sources tell me this is not what y'all think. Oh, wait, I'm putting y'all. You all think it means. Candiace has, quote, not been fired from RHOP. Look, when I reported on the story, I didn't say she was fired. It could have been Candiace saying, I don't want to do this anymore. It could have been Candiace saying, I want to focus on my music and my acting. She's actually a very good actress. I never really thought fired. If anyone's going to be fired for next season, oh, damn it. What did I do with that? You know my favorite picture of Robin. I don't know what I did with it, y'all. I must have lost it somewhere. I thought, the new season's over. The old season's over. I don't need to talk. I don't need that anymore. But damn it, I do. I'll bring it back. And you guys know, if you've been here a long time, you know what picture I'm talking about. And we'll get to Robin and Gizelle in a second. So this is what Bryce is saying. It's not what we think. It's Candiace talking about something else. And I honestly, when I first saw it, I was like, well, that could mean anything. But it was just very convenient timing because of the rumors that were out just like a couple of weeks ago about her being fired. And I was like, I don't believe that. We love to throw around the word fired in this industry, but it wouldn't shock me that she wants more money for this new season. She wanted more money allegedly for last season. Michael says, sleepy, tired, Rob. All right. We got to talk about some other Real Housewives of Potomac news. Before we get into this Married at First Sight recap, we have a couple of minutes. I told you guys 6:45. So it came across my attention. So many of you tagged me in it. Some of you sent it to me. Shout out to my girl, Grace Report. As you know, Grace and I, we, along with Layla Lynn, we recapped Real Housewives of Potomac last season. We had a great time. So my girl, Grace, always finding the tea. If you don't follow Grace Report here on YouTube, you should. So first of all, Grace, I have a question to you. Did someone send you the clip, or were you listening to Gizelle and Robin's podcast? I'll give you the side eye, Grace. But I'm glad you were, because if you weren't, we wouldn't find out that these ladies said the most derogatory things about James Harden. I don't know a thing about basketball, but I know who he is. I recognize his face. Well, they were on their podcast, Reasonably Shady, and they said some of the most horrendous things about this man, and derogatory things, and very stereotypical things. Let me just play for you what they said, because hold on. Let me, Oh, not that, no, not that photo. We will get to that photo in a second. Let me play this for you guys.
I'm not a grill
You're not a
girl.
griller? Okay.
No, I'm not a. I think grilling is for like very large football players. I envision anyone grilling that they're big, they're men, they have beards. Speaking of beards,
Uh-huh.
okay. So there was a basketball trade from I don't know what
Okay.
you already know where I'm going.
Yes, you're talking about James Harden.
Yes.
Going from the Nets to the Sixers.
But do the Sixers really know that's James Harden? Because no one can see his face. Because that beard is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. The other day, I was like, who is this dude? Oh, this is Harden. But how would you know? That beard is like down to his knees. There's fried chicken in the beard.
You know what? It's so fun. I'm so used to it. I don't even notice it anymore.
I want, but like that beard look.
Let's pause that for a second. Did you hear what she said? Is fried chicken in that beard? Let me replay it for you guys.
I've ever seen. The other day, I was like, who is this dude? Oh, this is Harden. But how would you know? That beard is like down to his knees. There's fried chicken in the beard.
You know what? It's so fun. I'm so used to it. I don't even notice it anymore.
I want, but like that beard look is gone. Are we done with that?
I don't think so.
Listen, his is
clearly
horrible.
not. Yeah. He clearly loves his beard.
He does. I want it to be gone.
I just hope it's sanitary. You know,
anytime I see them, I automatically know and feel in my gut that there's fried chicken in those beards. Fried chicken grease,
watermelon. Now you being racist.
There's some Colt 45 in there. Oh, no, watermelon. Now I'm being real racist. Okay. This is horrible. Let me just stop while I'm ahead.
Colt 45.
James Harden, I beg of you.
It's definitely some blunts.
It's some blunts.
Some ashes.
The whole thing smells like weed. I know it does. Okay, I don't even know if he smokes weed. We're really sorry. Harden, cut the thing off. Trim it. Yes, I feel like a beard.
I need to go look at it. I'm so I watch sports. I watch basketball all the time. So like I'm like immune to his beard. Like I don't even see it anymore.
But after the beard gets like away from the face, like a half an inch.
Yeah,
that's it.
But that's the look.
But who started this look? Do you know who started it?
Who?
Osama bin Laden, and he is dead. Okay, so Harden, cut your beard. That's all I have to say about that.
So all of you were tagging me in this. Shout out to my girl Grace Report, who was one of the first people to report on this and highlight this. Again, Grace, I'm looking at you. Were you listening to them? Shout out to Grace. Oh my gosh. E-love, exactly. Elitism and colorism. So everything, look, and let me bring up Wendy, because Wendy said this to her during the season. So everything that everyone's ever said about you is true. Everything. They were so this is not an old recording. For those that are just joining us, I just played for you a recording from Gizelle Bryant and Robin Dixon's podcast, Reasonably Shady, the latest episode. It's still up. It's still available. And they were just laughing. And Robin didn't do anything. She didn't say like, no, come on. Even at one point, Gizelle even calls herself out and said, let me not be racist. Let me not be racist, and let me put this out to, I don't know how many people listen to it, to the podcast. So hundreds of people. We'll say hundreds of people. Really? Is that what we're doing? So everything that people have been saying about Potomac, about the underlying colorism that's on the show, you just proved them correct. I could not believe what I was hearing. And of course, Robin, just rides along. Sidebar, we did find out never mind. You heard this on the show. Robin found out later that she was more white than she was when she did her I don't know if she did 23andMe or Ancestry. She found out she was more white than she was black. Guys, you're just joining us. I just played audio from Robin Dixon and Gizelle Bryant's podcast. That's on iHeartRadio and the Black Effect Network. I'm sure this story is going to gain some traction now that more and more people are finding out, because I'm telling you, no one was listening to the podcast. During their conversation, they were talking about his beard. They were referring to fried chicken and grease being in there. They mentioned watermelon. They were talking about drugs. I guess what Dr. Wendy Assefa was right. I guess Candiace was right. Not that I was defending Gizelle and Robin ever, but you just made it so clear as day. This wasn't old audio. This was their latest episode referring to this black man.